Hey guys, Crystal here. Um, I'm tired. I'm tired, but I need to do this update because if I don't do it right now, I won't do it. Probably for another week or so. And I'm already late, so I need to hurry up and do this. I worked today and I went walking with my girlfriend after work. I just feel really, really tired, so um, I have to do it now. I have to get this out. So what am I going to talk about? So my current weight, I am 172. Um, yeah, 172. And I had my 6 month follow-up appointment, which is a group appointment. Me and all the other people who had surgery around the same time. We went and had a group appointment, just everybody to give feedback and ask questions. There's a surgeon there, our case managers, everybody's there. You can ask questions, the nutritionist. You can ask questions. You can share what you're going through, kind of compare how everybody's doing. Everybody looks really good. Everybody in the room looked like they were either at a normal weight, or some of them looked a little overweight still, but nobody really looked obese. It was pretty cool. We're all pretty much going through the same stuff. We talked about being really cold. Everybody's cold right now. We just talked about our diet, what we're eating, how we're feeling. Let's see, what were some of the stuff we talked about? People talked about, right now because we're at the 6 month point, a lot of people's hair is falling out really, really bad. And they said, pretty much when you hit your 6 month point, that's when you get it the worst. That's pretty much the worst it's going to be. So they were talking about, that it's a good time for you if you were thinking of doing a whole makeover to kind of celebrate your new beginning. And if you just want a new look, 6 months is a good time to do it because your hair's falling out anyways. So you should go get it dyed, get it cut, do whatever you're gonna do. And you pretty much need a new wardrobe by this time, so it's a good idea to do a makeover about 6 months. She said they were talking about, different pains that we're having, like our bones and joints and stuff like that. And just to be really careful because at 6 months you really have a lot of bones protruding that you really didn't know you had. So just to be careful, especially your tailbone. Your tailbone is going to be very sensitive and easily bruised. So just to be careful in your everyday stuff, like sitting down on the toilet, sitting down in hard chairs, stuff like that. But just to be careful with your bones in general, because we're used to having that layer of fat covering all of our bones, and now they're starting to poke out. So just be careful. What else did we talk about? Oh, we talked about people like me who still feel hungry all the time, and we really have to work harder to control our portions because our appetites are pretty much the same. They said at this point, because we're 6 months along, that we really should not be eating any soft foods, no soft calories. Um, Somebody had brought up the 5 day pouch test. My nutritionist said don't do it. That it's not gonna work. That it's garbage, so it's not even worth trying. And that part of the 5 day pouch test is you basically start over from scratch, and you're doing the liquids one day and the mushy stuff the next day. She said don't even do that. It's a waste. It doesn't shrink your pouch. But what she did say is because we're 6 months along, that we really shouldn't be eating soft stuff, period. Like yogurts, protein shakes, cottage cheese. We should be getting our protein from food. We shouldn't be doing the soft diet. I mean, soft diet. Because all those foods that are considered soft calories, stuff that you don't need to chew, that goes down real easily, those can cause us to gain weight just because, you know, protein shakes and yogurts and cottage cheese, you eat a serving of it and you're not full. They go down your pouch really easily, and you don't feel satisfied for that long. So you end up snacking and eating more, and you end up consuming more calories than you should. So really, at this point, at 6 months, we are not supposed to be consuming anything like that. She said your best bet is to be consuming steak. Very, very dense protein. The densest protein that we possibly can. She said is the best thing for us at this point. Basically because steak or, you know, other types of meat are so dense that we feel fuller longer. And because it's so dense and we feel full, we eat a lot less of it, so we're not consuming as much calories. And because you're staying fuller longer, you're not snacking. And it's pretty much, it's pure protein, so it's like the perfect food. So she said if you are feeling hungry, if you are snacking too much, if you feel like your portions are too big, you can really get back on track by just eating steak. Eat as much steak as you can, because it's going to take care of all those problems. The overeating, the snacking, the feeling hungry. She said the densest protein that you can possibly eat is going to be best. If you can't eat steak's a little too tough for you, chicken or fish, you know, those are going to be your best bets. But she really stressed that we should be leaving the soft calories alone. Beverages shouldn't be any more than 20 calories. If we stick to those rules, then you should feel satisfied and not worry about consuming too many calories. So I thought that was some good advice. And basically she was just saying, you know, now's the time to really kick up our workouts. We should be working out 5 days a week because, like I'm sure many of you have heard, there's a very small window of after you get surgery to where you can lose a good amount of weight easily. After you are about a year out post-op, it's harder and harder for you to lose the weight. So if within that 6 months, if you're working your butt off and working out 5 days a week and working out hard, you're going to lose not just your goal, but you're going to surpass your goal and lose as much as you possibly can. Because after you've hit your lowest weight, they said on average people gain 10 pounds. So whatever your lowest weight ends up being, we usually gain about 10 pounds, and that's kind of where we stay at. So it's best if you lose as much as you can within that window before your year is up, because after that it's going to be a lot harder. So, yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good appointment. It was like a refresher course, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I'm at 172. I'm right in between a 14 and a 12. 14 is a little loose, super comfortable. 12, a little snug, so I'm right in between. But everything else is going really good. So that's my update. Have a great day, you guys, and I'll see you next week.